How we doing, everyone? It's great to see you all. I made that joke too many times. I'm going to stop doing it. Anyway, I'm actually very excited. It is 12:30 on the 26th, but really, again, this is the 25th vlog or whatever on Tuesday. So, lots of good news. I mean, like, just tremendous, lots of stuff to cover real quick. So, first big thing is I'm actually recording this at night when I should be, rather than the day after, retroactively recording it like I have the past couple days. The weekends, again, it gets me flustered. Like, I just have all these things going on. Normally I'm not working on this type of stuff, but I'm doing other things, and it's wild. So I'm glad to be back on track, at least for today. And today was a tremendous day. So if you watched the vlog that I filmed earlier this morning for on behalf of Monday and going through all that, I mentioned that I had a ton of stuff to do today, and I have my list literally right here, and it's been sitting on my desk as I've been working all day, and it's been a heck of a day. So let me try to update you on everything that I've gotten accomplished today. So the first thing that I did was obviously film that Monday vlog. And then I had to post the Friday vlog. I had to post the Saturday vlog. I edited the Sunday vlog. I posted the Sunday vlog. I edited the Monday vlog that I filmed earlier, and then I posted that Monday vlog as well. So I would actually, I should actually at some point maybe put together like a little video on just like how I kind of do these things. I think that'd be kind of cool, or even like some behind the scenes stuff on my Instagram story or something. But I'm very new to this, obviously, so my setup isn't crazy and my process isn't really well defined, but it works for me. I've been really starting to enjoy it. When I start to get into the groove with something like that, it starts to get really good, because I feel like the content is reasonable at this point. I'm not doing anything crazy as far as the edits and stuff like that. Occasionally I'll throw in something here and there, but I hope that you guys are getting some sort of value out of this. And like I said, at the end of the day, it's for two things. It's to keep you guys, anybody that wants to be informed on my journey, up to speed on what I'm doing. And really for me, it's to keep myself accountable. If I come on here every day and say, oh, I didn't do anything, I'm just twiddling my thumbs, then it's not going to work. Long term, it's just not going to be, this isn't going to turn out to be what I want it to be. So I'm super excited. The rest of this list was, also, it was just great. It was I'm not kidding. Like, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back. I was just really excited about how well everything went today. I had a lot of time and just ran through it all. There's a couple things I still didn't do. That headlight video, still have not finished that. It's almost done, honestly, but haven't done that. I need to clean up some files once I do that too, because I have, even though I'm new to this, I'm in the camp of not saving all of the stuff that I have. When I take any video with my phone, it automatically is backed up to Google Photos. It doesn't get backed up in full resolution, but I pull the full resolution for the 4K video off, and then it gets backed up. So I'm not going to save all of these extra footage files or anything like that on my computer. They're all just up in the cloud. So I need to clear off my desktop of doing that. I haven't fully gotten to that point. Scheduled a meeting with a partner of mine that I'm kind of like a subcontractor underneath for a couple projects here and there, and we're going to be chatting tomorrow morning, potentially a project for Find It Tech. We'll see. I sent the payment off to the accountant for my hefty tax bill, so that's good to hear. And I tried to, I think I mentioned this, I tried to do the rollover of the IRA. I'll update you on that when that happens. And then I did some stuff for like marketing type-esque things for the menu, special calendars and everything for Ray's Restaurant, so that's kind of unrelated. But a lot of things, like I said, just super. I mean, that doesn't seem like a super extensive list, but there's a lot of stuff on there that takes a lot of time. And that was just the task list. But today, honestly, like, the whole day was used. Like, I don't necessarily always get the day done, and I want to touch on this again real quick because I genuinely don't know what has happened in the past, like, you know, I will say the latter, like, so it's almost been, you know, this is the 4th week. I don't know what has happened in the last like 2 weeks, but I specifically remember, like, the first 2 weeks, I was like, why am I getting tired? Like, so tired around like 2 or so, like 2 p.m. And I have not really experienced that. I don't know if something has changed now, but I'm really, you know, I was able to work basically all day today. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. And I'm super excited because I think we're just continuing to evolve and continuing to get better. And what I did today was obviously all those things, but a couple extra things that I want to touch on because they're kind of like in a grander scope. So I took a decent amount of time. There's some time where videos were rendering and stuff like that. I took a decent amount of time to really start to research how I'm going to build Fueled by Progress up. And what I mean by that is, I've touched on it in other videos, but it's a podcast, and the podcast is kind of taking sort of a backseat. I need to continue that, get that backlog posted, and then start to actually invite people on, because that's really what I want the podcast to be, like a lot of interview style almost type things where I'm having a conversation with somebody. I think that's going to be, this will be me. Maybe I'll have people, you know, on occasionally with YouTube videos, but the podcast will be something that you just listen to when you're driving into work, but hopefully in a video variant as well. But that'll be in its own little zone. It'll be in the Fueled by Progress arena. But the other things that I want to do with Fueled by Progress are definitely something that I want to take it to the next level. And I want to emulate, or at least use, not like rip off by any means. I want to use places or things like Everforward, Alpha Leap by Christian Guzman, Gymshark. I want to use those things as inspiration to build my own sort of like clothing line or merchandise or apparel from, because I want to wear my own stuff. I love Everforward, I love that mantra, but now I have something that I extremely can resonate with. I built it. So, and I came up with it, and I've put this structure in place. I want something to be a part of that, like a physical item. I make a lot of websites, I make these videos, podcasts, but there's nothing physical yet, right? There's no products. And I just want that to be the next step. So I took a lot of time to research today the sort of the next steps with that type of thing. There is a bunch of different outlets that you can go, different ways that you could make it better or cheaper or anything like that. But really, ultimately, what I think, again, I don't necessarily want to go too deep into it, but you can do, I'll just explain 2 things real quick. You can do basically where you just set up a thing through something called like a service like Printful, which is basically just printing on demand. So it's like regular shirts that you could get at basically shirts that you could get at like a Walmart, and you put your design on there and everything, and it's kind of cool. It's a decent way to establish your brand, but you're not actually making the clothing. You're just putting your brand and your designs on like a Gildan shirt or something like that, is the essence of it, which is good. But at the same time, though, the reason that I want this stuff is because I like the clothing that I wear, mostly Everforward shirts and stuff like that. But if it could say the stuff that I wanted to say, and I could wear that around, and I could sell it to other people, if I can get that brand to resonate with other people, that would be just so cool. I mean, like, that would be awesome. So that's a big step, and that's something that I'm moving towards. That's the biggest thing, though, that I could say. That's like the next step, though, because like a lot of things that I'm doing now, there's not like a lot of overhead, there's not a lot of costs. It's really just put in the work and you'll get the return as you keep going. But something like that, if you do it the way that isn't printful way, in the print on demand, then you're talking to suppliers out in normally overseas in like Asia via like Alibaba, and there's a lot of communication that you need to do, like especially at different hours of the day, like weird hours like at night and early mornings, and then you have to get samples, and then you have to change things, and you have to order in bulk, so it's like you got to deal with shipping and all that sort of stuff. So there's a lot to that, and I don't want to rush that, but it's something that I definitely want to get into, and I want that. That's a huge goal of mine, and I'm going to continue to move towards that, because I think that would just be absolutely insane to have something like that, because it would really, I think it would start to tie a lot of things together, because then that I could almost advertise that in videos and places that I go, and then like it's a conversation starter, and then I talk about that, and then I talk about, I have a web design company, and then I do all these other things like on YouTube and stuff like that, and I really just think that I'm really building like a well thought out empire here, and I'm really starting to appreciate it and start to kind of come into this idea of this is really something. Like it hasn't even been that long. We're not making really much money at all yet, but the ideas and the strategy, I think that's a lot of times what people sometimes lack. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn. That's what I want to do. I want to try to provide that value to anybody out there that has ideas but doesn't maybe have the direction or strategy or anything like that, or maybe just doesn't know where to go next. And I want to be able to do that for myself, and then advise people, again, whether it's YouTube or whatever. So super great day. I had a call with a client. We were working on some website stuff. A good buddy of mine, we're coming along on that, also in clothing. So once that's launched, I'll let you guys know. And then I wanted to talk about this real quick. I had a hockey game tonight at 10 o'clock. I haven't talked too much, I guess, about my ball hockey career on this channel just yet. But it's a pretty, if you are somewhere else and you're not associated like with me yet, I know my audience isn't huge just yet, but if you are watching this and you don't know what that is, ball hockey is just street hockey. It's played on like a almost like a deck or like a roller hockey type of surface. So it's like tile or like waffle, like sport court type thing, and you just play it on your feet. But other than that, it's basically just like ice hockey, and play with a ball though. And it's a great sport. It's helped me so much in my life. It's helped me get faster, stay relatively fit, meet a lot of great people. And really, more than anything, I think just as you get older, if you don't stay active and you continue to have something like that for the social aspect and the fitness aspect, I think you're really missing out. So I would advise anybody to do that, no matter what your sport is. But one thing that I want to talk about briefly is sort of what I'm going through in like business. Okay, what I'm going through in business specifically, and Find It Tech, and anything that's like public facing, all these different things, is like you really have to be your own biggest fan, I guess is a way to put it. But you have to really be confident. You have to almost see yourself succeeding before you actually do it. And I think there's a lot of similarities in hockey, and I don't actually throughout my hockey career, like I've been trying to consistently get better and play with better people and play on better teams and better leagues and all that stuff. And I try to do the same obviously in business, but it's definitely tough. No matter if it's in a sport or and professionally, you're always going to have, like, at least for me, I always have doubts. Like I'm always hypercritical, and I think that I could always play better. I could always, be faster. I could always score more and stuff like that, like specifically in hockey. But again, it's so similar, and I'm doing my best I think I'm doing a good job in business. I really am, because I think I'm starting to come into this role where it's like, I know that I have some value to provide. I'm only going to try to continue to get better at what I'm doing. And I don't care if you don't want to work with me, because at the end of the day, like, I know, you got to know what you're worth. You got to know all this other stuff. Like, I want to help you. But if you can't, like, if it doesn't make sense to work with me or for us to work together, then that's okay. I want to make sure that you still get taken care of. I'm trying to refer you to other places, things like that. With hockey, it's like you always have to almost like want to be, like, have the ball in a sense, right? Or be the guy. I've heard that's from a movie or something like that. But you have to, but it's so similar. And I think that sometimes, like, I'm super critical of myself, whether it's people I'm playing with or different stuff like that. And you have to always want to be like the hero in a sense. You got to want to have the ball in the final minute and have confidence that you're going to get the job done. It doesn't always happen, obviously. You don't win every game, but that's something that I'm trying to do in both areas. And we'll see how it continues to go. But it's a fun thing. Both of these are very fun. I'm having the time of my life with the way that my life is going and has been going for the past month. And I just hope that it continues to trend upward. And I don't even like saying I hope, because I know it's going to continue to trend upward, just because there's almost, again, no way that it cannot, if you just continue to put in the work and you continue to try to have these visions and scout out these paths of the things that you want to do. You have a little vision focus board thing of what you want to get accomplished and how you're going to do it. And I mean, the only other thing that I can add to it is, with all these things comes a lot of time, like time consuming activities where I'm just doing everything and filming and editing and all these other things. And at some point I'm going to need, probably one of my next biggest challenges is delegation. So kind of understanding what I do, taking what I do out of my mind, making sure that it's in like a process form, and then hiring somebody or whatever. We're not talking right now, but it's just something that came to mind. Bring somebody onto the team, or like outsource. So it's like, hey, listen, I normally do this like this, but I don't have the time to do this. I'm going to pay you, do this like this, and everybody's going to be happy at that point. So that's definitely down the line here. I don't know how soon or how near or far that is, but I'm just thinking of things that I'm going to have to continue to evolve through and learn how to do and continue to get better. Other than that, I think that was pretty much it on the day. It was, as I said, a great day. A lot got done. Tomorrow, I do want to touch up a couple more of these things that I have been somewhat putting off or just haven't gotten the chance to get to. And we should have a lot more time. So I need to get a big list, and I need to rip through it again. But that's all I got. Couldn't be happier with how the day went. As always, I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch this. Let's keep going. Keep making the story here. Keep on this journey. And please smash that like button for the almighty YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't. Ring that little bell icon to get notified when I post new videos. Thank you so much again. I will talk to you guys in the next one.